What's up guys? Now it's 2 a.m. and I'm just making this video. I'd like to talk about our MPs, our Minister of Singapore. You know what? Minister Grace is really embarrassing herself that she said that if you can have chicken, you can have other meats like eggs. Oh my god, man, why'd she do that? That is really hilarious. And a lot of MPs or ministers, sometimes they already embarrass themselves that some even said that cotton from sheep, and some ministers talk about East Coast Park. During the MPs talk about the bubble tea is not good for us, and talk about a lot of funny things, very cartoony. But those MPs and those ministers of PAP, to be honest, they have a very good heart. They always think of Singapore, and whatever they propose is always Singapore first. Economy, finance, Singaporeans, lifestyle, how to counter the cost of living that we are facing. And now, man, not the char kway teow and the char kway, whatever kway. $4! Singapore dollar is so expensive. Last time it used to be $2, $2.50. $3, and now it's become $4. And some places, hawker centers sell for $4.50, and some hospitals selling even $5. Oh my! In Changi Airport, $6. You can expect that, or even $10. Oh, things are really getting very expensive in Singapore. But for sure, our minister and our MP, they have done a lot for Singaporeans. And nowadays, many Singaporeans, and because of their parents, have a HDB flat at least passed down to them, and those young Singaporeans suddenly become rich. It's not like our last time that we need to be very independent of ourselves, that we need to study very hard, work very hard, and then to buy a house. But nowadays, it seems that whatever our parents have, our grandparents have, they seem to pass down everything to us, and we are so fortunate. There are some people are poor, but not that poor like what we have seen in other countries like Indonesia and Malaysia, and there are beggars there, begging for money every day. So do we see Singapore like this, like Malaysia and Indonesia and even some other countries, even Europe? You will see a lot of beggars there and begging for food and saying that they're homeless, they have no place to stay. So sometimes when I was there, I would give them some bread, some food, and they really appreciate it because we really have no money to buy even a loaf of bread. But Singaporeans are very lucky. They eat a lot of things. Every morning we can still have toast and eggs and coffee and tea, and afternoon time we go for economic rice, mixed rice. That's why I love our government, the PAP. They have been doing a good job so many times, although they have made some mistakes, some blunder, but no one is perfect. We should know that, right? And also some Singaporeans may complain they earn millions of dollars and they should be responsible and they should be perfect. That's why they carry a lot of responsibility and they carry that kind of burden. The more they earn, the more responsibility they should bear. And moreover, not all the money they earn goes into the pocket. They do charities a lot. And many of them even have their half of their salary goes to some orphanage, goes to some helping the poor, goes to some whatever they want to charity. I don't know, because they never announce it publicly until Pritam Sen from Worker Party proudly declared that he would donate half of his salary to some needy in his residential area. So hypocrite. So many of our MPs and many of our ministers, they do actually donate to some of the organizations, some of the people quietly. Moreover, our government is not like other countries, like in Taiwan, like the US, like the Europe, and other many places, Africa. The people in the parliament keep on fighting and using vulgarities, and some even throw chair and throw a lot of things at each other and fight and get into some fights. In Singapore, it's totally different. Our parliament is so quiet. At most they shout at each other, that's all. And they won't do other silly things to hurt one another. I see that our Singapore very steady and very in order. And that's the reason why Singapore can grow and develop to be a better nation, much better than many other countries that we see in the world. It's not a mess in Singapore. It's so lawful, it's so orderly, and it's so safe. So I don't really understand why some Singaporeans, or some even many Singaporeans, are still complaining about our minister and MPs. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I need to sleep now. So